Good work. Welcome back to the Reggie. Sitting here with three blokes. Could have been anything, but decided to have fun instead. As always, here with Groper, Tommy and Jace. Boys, another big show this week. We've got the Ashes just about to, as we record. First ball will be bowled, I reckon, as we record. We've got the NRLW starting this weekend. Origin's fully in the rearview mirror now, and we are running into the finals, which is always such a exciting time in both the AFL and NRL.
Yep.
The Rugby Championship, we've got the Rugby World Cup this year, so we're going to cover a little bit of the Rugby Championship because the Wallabies are in trouble.
They
But
are.
before we get into any of that, I know that the pair of you have got something that you really want to say. You know, we all get on the show and we love, you know, having a laugh and we're all about it, but there is serious things that do happen, and a couple of those things happen on the weekend. So I'm just going to let Jace say a few words.
Yeah. This is something that I'd never hoped I'd have to do, but it's with an extremely heavy heart that I'm giving this tribute to one of my good mates, Riley O'Neill, who passed away over the weekend tragically. Riley was an absolute stand-up bloke who was never afraid to show his love for his people, and he always wore his heart on his sleeve. I'll always cherish the moments I spent with the lad running a muck around in metalwork class, spending way too long yarning to each other while we should have been working when we had our jobs at the mall, playing up away on numerous footy trips and the random piss-ups with all the lads. To see how shattered our circle is a reflection of a bloke that you were. My heart goes out to his family, his parents Ali, John, and his sister Holly, and his partner Tatum. You'll be missed dearly by everyone that had the pleasure of knowing you, mate. And until we meet again, take it easy up there, brother.
Good stuff, mate.
Good on you, brother. Not easy to do.
Nah.
And yeah, for me, there's a lad who had a massive impact on my footy career, both juniors and seniors. He was one of those lads who rocked up constantly strapping, running water, always there no matter what. One of those lads who just becomes like furniture in the place that you're at. And I suppose you take it for granted sometimes, those sort of people like that are in your club. And yeah, Greg McDonald, we called him captain. Yeah, he passed away last week suddenly. And yeah, this weekend, I think his funeral's on Friday. And so it's the last Roosters home game this weekend. So I thought, you know, what better way to send the bloke off to fucking actually have a run for him. So yeah, I'll be having a run this weekend. But yeah, the captain, you'll be greatly missed, brother. And yeah, it's just one of those things that'll be weird going to Calliope Roosters home ground or any game and not seeing him in the sheds just strapping like a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah, so anyway, couple of not so great things there, but yeah.
Yeah, but we all know that it happens, and I think I feel for Jason, all your mates, and Riley's family because so young.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just, like you say, you hope that you never have to do it, but unfortunately it happens, and yeah, I just hope that all your mates can get around each other and you just can.
Yeah, I think that's one positive we've taken out of it is how close we've all gotten around each other.
Yeah.
And yeah, realise, you know, never take it for granted what you've got with your mates.
Yep.
Get around each other in times like this.
That's
But,
right,
yeah.
mate.
Yeah.
And that's all you can do because, to be honest with you, the hardest part about that happening is when someone goes at a young age when they definitely shouldn't have. That's the hardest thing to cop.
Yeah.
When you just
100%.
you're like without warning and shit. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's not easy, mate. But I think you know the whole community can say that they're here for you.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
Yeah, cheers,
Yeah.
lads.
Get around your mates too when stuff like this happens.
Yep, that's
Sure,
right. Sometimes everything else in your life doesn't matter a fuck for
Yeah.
even a week. Just put it all to the side and just get around your mates and shit because nothing else matters at that time, honestly.
Yep.
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 For sure.
Righto.
Righto, boys. Well, I reckon we could just jump straight into hottest topic, not the Ashes. No, it is. But the NRLW starts this weekend.
Yes.
July 22nd, Game 1, NRLW is back. And I can't wait to watch some footy like it used to be.
Yeah,
Back in the day running hard and straight with no technique, no wrestling, just fucking smash each other.
So good to see.
Do you know what I'm actually keen for? Because it is like that. Like, not like no technique, but I know exactly what you mean. It is like blokes footy, not going to say a year because all the fucking internet turbos will be like, oh, it's not that. But like a certain amount of time ago, it reflected what blokes footy used to be like.
Yeah.
And if you argue with that, you fucking don't know rugby league.
Yeah, you just don't know lose.
You just don't get lose.
You don't get it.
You just don't get it. But I'm keen to see and then go, right, where's the women's game at?
Yeah.
Like, I'm pumped to watch it.
Yeah.
And go fucking sweet because the women's origin's awesome.
Yeah, it is. And that's sort of something else I wanted to talk about. Do you think that they get ripped off because it's almost like trial games, the Origin? You know what I mean? It's before the season. It's like the 2 Origin game, the 2 that they play, not the 3, the 2. They play them and it's pre-season. Like, what's up with that? Don't you want to be at your peak?
Yeah.
When you're playing Origins,
Yeah.
like don't use them as trial games.
For
I know
sure.
that I know that it's because it's the day after the men's, and that's when you're going to get the most TV time.
Start the NRLW earlier then.
Yeah,
Well, that's eventually, obviously, the end goal, right? Because obviously they got to fund it and all that sort of thing,
Yeah.
pay the women if they're going to be in it for that long. But pending funding and if they get the money, surely the ultimate goal is to have the women's season alongside the men's season, every team full of women playing NRLW all year.
yeah.
Surely
and,
that's the end goal, right?
and that's like your instead of
Un-
having your New South Wales Cup or your Queensland Cup game before you have the women's.
Well, I think it should be like, you know, the under 20s used to be.
yeah,
How it was just that team,
Yeah.
under 20s, except it's that team and women.
Yeah.
And they should play before the blokes do and travel with them and have the buys and do all that sort of shit. Like,
Yeah.
That would be fucking awesome.
that's the goal. That would definitely be the goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think maybe they could play the Origin. Even if they don't want to do it in the season, they can do it after. But I do understand that they want to play it
Yeah.
the same week,
Around
the
Origin.
night
Yeah.
after. So you're going to get the publicity and the fans actually watching.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
the
I-
19s as well.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to the Hello Sport boys. They just had Millie Boyle on.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to listen to all of it, but even her saying, like, it's fucking hard. The Origin's right when the NRLW season starts, like you said. So it's like they'd like to be able to train a bit before it.
Yeah.
Just instead of just going straight in
Yeah.
to Origin.
Coming off a steaming off season.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight into Origin.
Yeah, that's right. And like going from levels of footy where they're playing on like cricket ovals and shit, and then
Yeah.
going to play Origin.
You need to have those games on your belt because preseason fitness and match fitness is a completely
Different,
different,
eh?
fucking
So
game.
different.
Nah,
So
but
different.
it's. I just think it's good that it is growing, and it's an eventual thing because you got to go. They've got to prove that the money is there and it's producing
Yeah.
views and shit. But I would love eventually to see the women's game at the same point as the men's is. Obviously, it's never going to bring in the same amount, but I'd love to see them being able to play just as much and get the same opportunities.
Yeah. Yeah,
know?
for sure.
More
'Cause, like-
teams coming into the comp as well, which is good to see.
Yeah.
It started
Yeah.
off with, 4?
Mate, imagine
that's
going to
building.
watch a game, like a live game, and knowing that you've got your women's team before it, you get to watch 2 games of footy.
Yeah, that was always the best part about having, whether it was the Holden Cup or you'd have the Intrust Super Cup playing before.
Yeah.
Like, it's always good having 2 games, so why not have the NRLW play right before it?
Yeah.
And like I can understand some people's argument. Like if you go, because I was going to say it'd be awesome if they were a curtain raiser to the men's Origin, but I could understand them saying we want to be we want our own
Mate, yeah.
highlight as a main event. But I also think, but you're not going to sell out fucking Suncorp.
Not yet.
Nah.
No.
That's what I mean at the moment. I feel like the next couple of years while it's growing, they should be like a curtain raiser because they will get a good
That's
crowd
right.
there.
You might get
Fuck
people
yeah.
Exactly.
going. Yeah.
And then aim maybe for the next 3 to 5 to have your own event. But
Yeah.
I just think how cool would it be for them to play? That'd be the most people for sure if they did that
Yeah.
in the next few years.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I agree. I think from where it's come to where it is now has been such a steep incline for them.
Fuck
I
Yeah.
think it's unreal. Like I bet you mid 2000s or even early 2010s, you wouldn't have thought that this would be possible, you know?
Nah, exactly. But
it-
even in
yeah.
sport in general, man, like chicks UFC.
Yeah,
like all that sort of
yeah,
shit.
that
Like
took off,
they
didn't
are
it?
actually
Fucking
punching on
oath.
like dead set blokes. Like as in, yeah. And same with women's footy. It's fucking good to see.
The Women's World Cup right now being played in Australia is massive.
Mate,
Yeah.
huge
Crowds.
The Aussies, their first, it was like a warm-up game against France. They sold Eddie Had out for a fucking friendly, like
That
a
is
warm-up
unreal.
friendly, 50,000.
That's awesome.
Oh, and all the what are they called? Forgot now. I've got Matildas.
Yeah.
All the Matildas group games sold out immediately, and then everyone's been like looking ahead because what happens is the winner of let's say Group A and Group B. The winner of Group A plays the runner-up of Group B in the round of 16, the first knockout game.
Yep.
So people have been like working out, right, if Australia finishes top, they'll play this game and it'll be at this venue, and it's half sold out.
Yeah, nice.
You know,
It's
like
crazy.
everyone's just getting right around it. That's coming up too. That was another thing we're going to talk about, so we may as well do it now. The Women's World Cup in Australia. That's why the Bronx have been playing at the Gabba, because they're trying to not ruin the field.
Yep.
Yeah, you want to have it in pristine condition for a World Cup.
And I just think it's awesome. Like soccer was always going to be the one that, like the men's side of things, it's easily the biggest sport in the world. So the women's game naturally was always going to be the biggest women's game in the world as well.
Yep.
Like to begin with. I know, especially in Queensland, people just don't really, unless you're down south maybe, but especially north of fucking Gympie, no one really cares about soccer.
Nah, unless you're a soft cunt.
So, no.
I'm just joking.
No.
So-
I really enjoy watching it, and
I
I think
fucking
that
love
comes
it,
from
yeah.
living overseas, living in Europe. I knew about it and I liked it, and I did have a team that I supported in the EPL, but never really followed it. Whereas now I listen to an Everton podcast every week, and it is fucking depressing to listen to, trust me, because we just lose every week. But
Struggling
I'm like that invested in it now, and I love that someone puts out a show for me to listen to and know what's happening, even though I'm on this side of the world.
Yeah, that's good.
Because it's a 1 a.m. start time over there on a Sunday morning. It's a 1 a.m.
If
start
you're lucky.
time. Yeah, that's right. You're not going to be watching games.
The earliest
but-
game you'll get with daylight savings is 9:30 p.m. on a Saturday night.
Yeah, that's the earliest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or a fucking 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning. It is
Yeah.
like, to be a European soccer fan in Australia, it takes
It
fucking
couldn't be
lot
the
of
worst.
commitment.
Couldn't be worse times.
Yes, it's
you know.
complete opposite times.
But so yeah, that the women's game was naturally gonna, and I just think that it's awesome that Australia's got this event because
Fuck yeah.
and
It'll
the fact
grow
that
the game. So, not that, like, women's soccer was already huge
Yeah.
in Australia, and soccer is the most played sport, like, at grassroots level in the country.
anywhere, yeah,
Yeah,
which
and
is
anywhere
yeah.
as well. Even in Australia, which is so AFL and
and
rugby
it's
league
by
dominated.
a long way,
millions,
like millions of
yeah.
kids.
And this is awesome for the game. Fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's like a big reason because they don't have to worry about their kids getting fucking hurt.
well, you do, but it's not. It's
You're not
I
sending your
reckon
kids
it's
out
a
to get
stigma.
bashed every.
I honestly think it's a stigma that if you go and play footy, you're going to get hurt more.
Yeah, it is.
I
And
don't think that's
why,
true at all.
I think that's why the rugby league and that are making it so you can't tackle at an early age. So they're like, look, we're not tackling anymore. You
Yeah,
can
but
bring your kids over.
That has repercussions as well.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, I think that's the thing to try and get people
Yeah,
to bring their
yeah,
kids
yeah.
in the softening world that we have
Yeah,
full of
yeah.
soft fucks.
Yeah, fucking oath. I agree. I agree with that one.
Yeah.
But no, it'll be awesome. I can't wait for the first game. Make sure you all tune in, even if you don't support it. Like if you don't normally support it, anything. This is just how I'm wired with sport. Anything to do with Australia playing another country,
yeah.
I don't care what it is. I'll watch an Australian cockroach run against a Brazilian cockroach and support the Aussie one. You
Yeah.
know, like I just can't help but get around Aussies.
Yeah, it's like
Australia
it's
doing
like
something.
the Olympics, man.
Yeah.
And a crowd can change. Like, if you're watching a game that's got 5,000 people and you're like, oh, it's kind of boring. But if you got 50,000 Aussies at Suncorp screaming, even if you're watching it behind a telly, you're still going to go, fuck, this is awesome.
You'll hear the atmosphere through the
The
telly.
atmosphere at soccer games is a whole nother level. If you
Yeah.
haven't seen it or watched it, go watch it,
I-
YouTube it, because you'll get goosebumps.
I think it's because you can have long periods of time where there's no scoring, obviously, because it's a game of soccer. When someone scores, the eruption in the place
It's
is
insane.
fucking unreal.
It is insane.
Whereas when you got a game where you're constantly scoring, like, yeah, they're loud. Don't get me wrong. But when you got a game, let's say it's 0-0 and in the 87th minute someone scores a winner, the fucking roof lifts off the joint. Like, especially over in
incredible.
England, mate. Whatever they've done over there with their football, they have just nailed. They're just the passion that those fans have.
It's a religion.
It's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
The passion they have.
Yeah.
Do you know
Every
what
bit of part of town, of London, any city in anywhere in Europe,
Yeah,
you
it's
literally
sick,
are
eh?
like born and bred
Yeah.
to fucking love that club. You can't go get a haircut in this barber shop if you don't go for Arsenal. You can't go over that side of the bridge if you fucking go for Tottenham. Whatever it is fucking do or die for your club.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
What I can't cop is if you go to a game and it can be 0-0.
Yeah, I know. You don't like a
You don't like a
you don't
draw
like
at
a
all.
draw.
But 1-1
In any sport.
But 1-1's
Yeah.
all's different. Imagine going there and no cunt scores anything and you fuck off.
Yeah. I actually love getting your opinion on this because it's always funny as
It
fuck.
is good.
Because
I can cop a draw if you fucking actually score a goal. but
I
I'm
know,
like,
I know.
yeah.
I know what you're saying.
I've seen some thrilling 0-0 draws, to be fair.
The only reason it's thrilling for me, there was one last year, and Everton and Liverpool are in this. They live in the
That
same
wasn't thrilling
city,
for me.
right? They're from the same place in England.
Yeah.
Everton is in Liverpool, basically. Their stadium is in Liverpool. That's how close it is.
You can walk across
There's a
Stanley
road
Park.
that fucking separates
Yeah.
them. They hate each other.
Yeah,
And we
nice.
played. They come to our home ground. So good luck getting a ticket if you support Liverpool.
Yeah, right,
It's
yeah.
our home ground. Anyway, it was 0-0, and this was one of those games that started at 9:30 on a Saturday night.
Yep.
So I stayed up and watched it, and like we should have lost 3, 4, 5-0. But it's 0-0 with 10 to go, and I'm pacing up and down the couch. And every save that the keeper made, I'm fucking like just cheering, and it ended up being 0-0. And it honestly felt like we'd just won.
Oh, because
know?
you should have lost.
'Cause fucking oath
they
we
still
should have
get the
lost.
point, and
So we got
Everton
1
are
point for
fucking-
that, and we nearly, we ended up finishing 17th in the league.
Yeah.
But that draw, because it's against your main rival,
Yeah.
and they should have beat us, it was like, fuck yous,
Yeah,
you should have pumped us.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
get
mad
it.
Liverpool fan too, so he was messaging me the whole fucking night. Eating fat dick.
Yeah, like we've just won.
Yeah, because it feels like a loss when like Liverpool have been a very successful club, if you don't know,
Yeah.
and Everton have not been of recent years. So
Not
when
recently,
a
no.
smaller club gets 1 point out of a game and we get the draw, it feels like we've lost, and if they feel like they've won.
Yeah.
See,
It
I'm,
is
I'm like
fucking
that. So
hurting.
how many would have been at that game?
Oh,
Goodison
fuck.
would hold at least 30, 40.
I don't know if they hold that many.
Well, let's say
It
40.
feels like
let's say
fucking
40
80.
for example. Give the 40,000 cunts a penalty shootout for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but then you
They do
can't
in
do
knockout
that
stages like
Yeah.
Champions League, but normal league games, they just do draws.
because they have
No, I know they do, but I'm
Yeah.
saying why.
they have the 38 games in the season, and whoever's on top wins.
They
Yeah.
don't do finals.
But then they have other They play so many games. These cunts.
Oh, true.
Like they have 4 competitions going at once. So the league, then you have the knockout cup, and that'd be what you'd get around is the knockout
Champions
stuff.
League and FA
I like
Cup
seeing
and that,
cunts
yeah.
win and lose.
Yeah. So
They
in
play
the league,
close to like
though,
60 games a year if you're successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the league,
crazy.
if that's like almost, it's always a toss up. What's better, the Champions League or the winning the league? Because the league, you got to fucking play well for 38 games. You can't slacken off.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Like,
No,
and
that's
all
good,
those-
man. Honestly, I like as much as I give it shit, you cannot fucking say anything against the culture of what they have over there. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
yeah, it's unreal.
I'll be going to Liverpool versus Aston Villa at Anfield
It's
when I'm
not-
over there in September. And
Oh,
I've
nice.
never been. That's on my bucket list is just to go to a game at Anfield.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
sick.
It is
that'll
like
be unreal.
It's like our
spine-tingling.
passion for Origin Queensland, except it's every club game
Yeah,
for their club
every
every
week.
Yeah, that's
Literally.
right. It's sick, eh?
Hit
And
the
they're
nail on
just
the head.
Yeah,
mad.
great.
Like I said, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It is actually dangerous.
Fuck
Pretty
no,
sure.
dangerous.
That Hooligans movie. Like, that's
Yeah,
what
Green
it's like,
Street
eh?
Yeah.
Hooligans. If you haven't fucking watched that, even if you don't like soccer, you will fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
movie is crazy.
For sure.
And it's actually accurate.
Boys, the rugby. Now, big
Rugby or rugby?
rugby.
Ah,
Big
hey.
rival to the league at the moment because a couple of players are looking at getting poached. Suoliti is signed. Payne Haas is looking at his options. As you would. If I was Payne, I'd have a look too. But we played Argentina on the weekend. Lost. Went down in the last minute. They scored a try.
5-3.
Quade Cooper is still playing fly half for the Wallabies, which
Is he?
just blows me
He's
away.
still fucking killing it.
He threw a mad ball that
He is
first
good,
try.
bro.
He's very skillful, isn't he? Like a couple of just videos he's put up of flick passes that go about 50.
Yeah, yeah,
He's one of those blokes that you would go, fuck, I wish I could have seen him in the NRL.
yeah.
Just as rugby league fans,
Yeah.
I would have liked to see him chucking a fucking NRL jersey.
Yeah, that's a good call. I like that.
Imagine him in halfback.
Yeah,
You
I
see
think
players that
he's
have gone
almost
like-
too big, but
Yeah, but
because
imagine
rugby players are so much bigger. A fly half in
I think
rugby
he'd be
is like
too slick, eh? He would fucking
yeah.
he
Some
would
of
kill
those
it.
side steps he can put on.
That's what I
When you
mean.
watch him in slow mo, you go, "How the fuck?"
I
did
reckon
you
he would
not,
suit a more like fast-paced
Yeah.
rugby league game.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But if you like fucking, he's done crazy things in rugby union.
Yeah.
Missed out in so long.
There's
Of
so
his
many,
prime
so
as
many.
well.
There's a lot more time to stop and think in union though,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is.
and
There
not
is.
not a lot of moving backwards and forwards as much as a lot of time to think, which he nails. But he probably would. But it's a fucking
Yeah.
fair bit different.
Guess we'll never know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
won't
won't
know.
now. No.
But would have been interesting. I agree.
Yeah.
So, Eddie Jones back coaching the Wallabies after his stint coaching the Poms. Weird vibes there, but he's back coaching the Wallabies. He's come out and said that the All Blacks should, don't quote me on this, but it was similar to the All Blacks better watch out or something.
Click that up.
The All Blacks have hammered the Springboks on the week, the current world champions.
Yeah.
And we have not won the Bledisloe Cup in 22 years.
It's a curse,
So for those who don't know what the Bledisloe is, it's a bit like State of Origin, where you'll play 3 games a year against New Zealand for the Bledisloe Cup.
And it's like New Zealand is Queensland, Australia is New South Wales in that scenario.
With the-
seem
Because
to
in
not-
Australia doesn't get it. We
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
get, we
We
don't
seem
get
to
the
not
Bledisloe.
we don't get the Bledisloe.
We don't not get the Bledisloe. And they
Really?
literally, like, rugby over there is their thing. So
Yeah.
obviously they've just... But they still have a lot less people than us, and they still somehow just produce these freaks. Like, one bloke, Dan Carter retires, and some absolute weapon just comes in
Richie
straight
McCaw
in.
gone.
For him.
Now,
weapon
this
team.
might be controversial, but if rugby league doesn't exist, we fucking spank your asses in union.
yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
pound you into the core of the earth.
That is a good call.
But they could say the same as well.
Yeah, they could, but they'd
yeah.
be wrong. Fuck off. You cannot tell me that if rugby league didn't exist and our whole fucking group of
We just
who
had
we
rugby.
are,
Yeah.
we would dominate.
Because we'd have a bunch of Reggies. Because rugby union is definitely an A-grade sport.
Yeah, yep. You know what I love about rugby?
What's that?
Like when you compare it to nothing. Don't even compare it to anything. I love how from number 1 to number 15, you have to have a specific set of skills. Like
Yeah.
if you're a prop, number 1 or number 3, your sole job, well, not your sole job, but your main job is the scrum. If you start collapsing scrums, you get sent off.
Yeah.
Not because you've done an illegal act, but because you aren't skilled enough to hold the scrum up. So if you keep collapsing them, you get a yellow card and you get sent off.
Yeah.
Not because you've done something wrong, but because you're not good enough.
Yeah.
And the hooker, he's got to be able to throw it in, and that is hard. That's not easy.
Yeah.
And then, like, just every position has a specific set of skills where if you're not good at it, you get fucking yellow carded. And I
And
just
how
think
respectful are they to the referee?
that is, I love it. That
Yeah.
is
Don't say a word.
fucking unreal. how
Moses
good
would
they are.
suck at union.
Oh, surely he'd get yellow carded flat out.
Yeah. He nearly
Nah.
took off on the weekend.
He might have.
Yeah, he fucking
I've never played 15 aside. I've played sevens rugby before.
Seems like
heaps
a
of
lot,
time.
eh?
Yeah,
15.
15 aside. I've been come play. It's like, oh, I just don't know if I could do
Yeah.
it. Seven's such fast flow, and it was
Watching-
fucking so fun.
watching
Because the
those-
rucks most of the time are just one-on-one clear-outs. So it's like a big sumo wrestle against the other blokes. Like, righto, cunt. Like,
Yeah,
it's good.
watching some of them clean outs, you just go, holy fuck, man, how
It's-
did you not just snap your neck in half?
I reckon I would have been
Ollie
all right at
Flair is-
union because I have no neck.
Yeah.
So I'm like built.
I reckon you would have been good at it.
Yeah, I reckon I would
Flanker?
have been all right
Flanker
too.
for sure.
You'd have been
It's
good
just-
for truck and nut.
Yeah.
One
just-
thing it sucks is their like line of defense is just it's right there.
When you truck it, you got to get low.
When you're trucking, you're getting low and you're driving your
and
fucking
you're
legs.
not trying to bust the line.
Nah.
I just
That's
wish it
probably the
wasn't.
best
I just wish it wasn't just full of private school losers, and it was just fucking a more general game for every cunt. Because it is such a just a one lane private fucking
So
wanky.
I tell you what I love watching is fucking watching some of those blokes pass the ball.
Oh,
Fuck
just
me,
that
man.
beautiful
Technique,
The
spiral.
crisp
Yeah.
passing and so quick.
I love seeing cunts slot goals from about 60
Oh
out.
yeah.
One step.
Yeah.
Remember who was it? Was it Wilkinson that used to just can kick it from
Yeah,
anywhere?
Johnny Wilkinson.
Yeah, he won the World Cup for England in 03 against us in the final.
Yeah, because like they could just get
That
a
was a
penalty.
drop goal.
Was it?
Yeah, so they're worth 3 as well. And yeah, it was a drop goal. That was when the big Lottie Thakiri was playing on the
Yeah.
wing for the Wallabies and shit.
Yeah. It's hard, eh? Because
Glory
like
days.
because I've just been like reared on rugby league. It's like me watching another game like Union, and a big part of it is kicking in field position, and kicking it
Yeah.
out, and just kicking it straight away. I'm just like fuck off. Like
Yeah.
and then it's frustrating, but then you go, that's the game.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's where I reckon I just because I just love all sport. That's where I fucking just go, this game's prime.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just, once I get it, what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what I reckon a lot of the issue is around most sports. If you're just purely rugby league and you love it so much and you watch another one, you just go, it's fucking
Yeah, you're
stupid.
comparing it to fucking.
Yeah.
I think my biggest thing, bro, is I appreciate other sports and that, but I struggle to watch all the NRL games. So I'm like, I fucking don't have the time to learn another game where
Yeah.
I'm, you know, I can, but like you said, if it's like a Bledisloe Cup or if it's a fucking Wimbledon final.
Yeah.
Or if it's something like that where an Aussie's performing, fuck yeah, I'll watch it and have no idea what I'm watching.
Absolutely.
But I don't have the time to just like learn another
Yeah.
game, you know?
Yep. Well, look, surely the boys can just look at each other in the fucking eyes this year, the Wolves, and just go, we're not going to lose.
That's right. Or look
We
at
aren't
each other.
losing. No matter what goes on, we are not losing this game.
Yeah. Or just get like a bit of public school about yous. Bit of shit.
Yeah.
Have a go.
Well, this will really make you happy, Tom. So, World Cup's at the end of this year for the rugby, right?
Yeah.
Rugby World Cup. Rugby's massive in Europe as well. They got the Six Nations every year. You
Oh,
got
yeah, UK,
England,
France.
Ireland,
France are
Wales,
into it, eh?
France.
Yeah.
Italy are shit, but they're the only
They
ones.
show up.
Yeah, they show up and get flogged everywhere.
Carb load.
Anyway, so because of that, they don't want them to play too many games, so there'll only be 2 Bledisloe games this year, which means we have to win them both.
Yeah, it has to be both. We have to win both to retain it. Because if it's
Yeah.
1-1,
Retain it.
sorry, not retain it, to win,
Win it.
Yeah, because if it's 1-1, New Zealand just retain
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
So-
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's a fucking.
She's an uphill battle for the Wallabies.
Market that.
Going to Eden Park.
Yeah, we haven't won there for a long
No.
time.
No.
Anyway,
Start the stink.
who knows? Who knows? You just never know.
You
We'll
don't.
just show up.
Well, you
and
don't.
They have 2 off nights in a row. Won't happen, but that's all right. You will hear about it, my Kiwi friends, if we
The
fucking
bros.
somehow win.
Sure.
Yeah. Righto. So how'd you go in the footy tips?
6 out of 7. My bros, the bros, fucked my ass again.
Well, the bros kissed my ass because I got 7 out of 7, my first perfect week.
If you idiots didn't load on the bros after you saw our little post, because we forgot to do our
We
tips,
did
didn't
forget to do the tips,
How's
yeah.
that?
Yeah. So
I
we're actually
mentioned
idiots.
it when I posted mine. Actually, I said, "Load the load, load the bros." Tom's picked the Sharks.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think when I went through had a little quick check, and a lot of people got 6 and 7 this week.
Yeah, I think everyone
It was
did
one of
pretty
those
well.
weeks where it was like everything kind of happened as it should have.
Yeah, which is so unusual this season.
Yeah, which
I think
was
it's good to see it starting to pan out so I'm not losing my fucking mind. Like the start of the year where I was just going, am I just all of a sudden have no idea about rugby league? Because I felt like I was
Do
pretty
we not
onto
get
it.
it
the
anymore?
Dolphins fucking threw a spanner in the works. I
Didn't
reckon.
they? Haven't they just
Yeah.
fallen to where they probably should
yeah,
have
they
made
should
sense
be
to
there.
be?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I tell you what was impressive with them on Sunday afternoon. I know the Panthers had no one backing up. Whatever they're doing down there is unbelievable, by the way,
Oh.
Tom. But
Thanks, mate.
The Finns were
You're doing a good job down there, Tommy.
the Finns were gone. Like straight up, 3 tries in the first however many minutes. Jack Cogger fucking should never try and kick a goal again because he didn't make the distance twice from the sideline. Anyway, it was 12-0, possibly should have been 14, 16, 18 after not long, and I just went, uh-oh. And the Finns come back and they almost got the job done. I think they were up by 2 with 10 to go.
Yeah.
And it was just, I thought, look, they could have just thrown the towel in, but they didn't.
Dude,
as they've done all year, they
Yeah.
kept showing up for each other.
I really like how they play and how they turn up for each other as a club. Like, they've never been a quit sort of thing. They've been rolled a couple of times, but who hasn't been rissoled a couple of times in
Yeah.
a season? I mean, I just love the fact that they have gone through some adversity with losing players. And the biggest thing it was said at the start of the year was, yeah, their starting 17 is all right, but they got no depth. So to see O'Sullivan and shit like that get fucking that pec injury he had and they still get wins throughout that period, fucking good on them. As a club, their first year, that they have well and truly done above what I thought they'd do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, more than done what they were expected to do
Yeah.
already with 7 rounds to go.
Well, they own their place in the NRL, I
They've
think.
pushed
Yeah.
for the 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same game. I loved listening to. They have Steve Renoff. I don't know if he does
Oh,
He's
Pearl.
been doing a couple sideline.
it just for the
commentating.
Finns. I feel.
Well, he did Broncos versus Titans the other week. Actually.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Yeah. Well, you're wrong.
Doesn't happen often. So fucking right.
Yeah,
that one
you
down.
heard it here first. He's admitted he's wrong.
Clip
So
that up.
anyway, he was on there. He was on there on the sideline, and he referred to them as Redcliffe like twice. He goes, "Yeah, Redcliffe, I got this." Like, and I just went, "Yes."
Yeah, how good.
They've got it. They've got it in their song. I'm
Do they?
pretty sure that they're from Redcliffe.
So why aren't they the Redcliffe Dolphins?
Oh, we're not getting into that again.
We've had this conversation too.
But
many
I'm pretty
times.
sure that it is in their song. Like, yeah.
It would be. They'd just sing the same team song, surely.
Makes sense to me. Bit of a
Makes
geographical
sense to
location.
everyone.
fucking same.
A little bit sort of to do with the NRL, to do with the Panthers. I saw on, must have been, forgot what news it was, but they reckon that Mount Druitt is one of the most dangerous places you could possibly live.
Yeah. In Australia, at least.
That is fucking wild. I
Yeah.
didn't realise that it was that fucking dangerous.
Probably Mount Jordan Bankstown.
There's
There's a lot of shays there.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
yeah. The
So-
supporter base of the Riff is she's hectic.
She's wild.
Might go
Yeah.
get amongst it one day.
Oh.
Go down to Druitt and just fucking get
Yeah.
robbed.
If we send Groper in there, he'll walk out and they'll have a statue built for him
Yeah.
with a bum bag around his fucking waist.
Yeah.
With fucking 16 stab wounds in the statue.
Hooligan Hef's just pumping out of a
Yeah.
Boss speaker.
The Bronx and the Dogs. We'll just quickly touch on the mighty Bronx.
Great win.
Oh, it'd be rude not to.
Now, Belmore, on a Saturday afternoon, Josh Reynolds has just played his last ever game. Do you know he only played like 160-odd games?
Oh,
For-
crap.
What if, yeah.
And they're fucking carrying on like he's an all-time great.
just
at
because
his
he's
club.
literally just a little grub that they had.
Yeah, it
Oh,
blew me away. I thought he
I
was
respect to him, but fuck, I hated him every time. he
Yeah, but
stepped
that was
foot
his
on
whole
fucking
whole
paddock.
persona.
Yeah,
you know, that was
that's why they
what he
loved
was
him.
about. I just figured he played more games and he was more of a
At least
I
a
don't know.
200 gamer.
Yeah, I don't know why that threw me off, but
Oh, well.
played his last game in the Reggies, and I watched them run out through the tunnel, and he's there slapping them all on the back, geeing them up. Then they score the first try in the first few minutes, and I'm like, fuck off. As if the Bronx have got these fucks on this day.
Yeah.
You know, just thinking. But then when it was like 24 all or something at half time, I went, yeah, we'll roll them because there's no way we can defend that badly again.
Yeah, we had a
Do you
depleted
know what's
team
great about
too.
Josh Reynolds, though? Is he is a dead set fucking Reggie.
Oh.
The only reason he played A grade is because of the amount of grub in him.
Yeah, he
Look
played
at his rig-
Origin
look at his
because of his
rig.
grubness.
Yeah.
He is purely Reggie with too much grub for Reggies. Like, that is how he made his... And he's literally called the grub.
The grub,
Yeah.
yeah.
So shout out to the fucking grub.
Shout out to the grub.
It's good.
On a good career. Wasn't a long one. He didn't even
Actually,
play 200.
He might be a sniff for 18th man at the RRLC.
Oh,
We're
surely we've got to
both-
get him on.
We might have to have a think about that in the committee.
Yeah. Is the 160, is that just NRL games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he spent most of his time in Super
That's
League.
right. He's done a lot in Super League.
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
probably where another fucking 60 games.
I reckon that's probably where he would have thrived the most.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
imagine
they
getting under
almost,
the skin
I
of the
feel like
Poms.
they let a lot more go over there than we
Yeah.
do here.
You see
And
some
it
bad
is that,
shit
and it's
happen.
and it is at a great level, but it isn't at NRL.
Yeah.
Some games are at NRL level, but a lot aren't.
Yeah.
I think that's where you can say.
And that's where he would have just thrived.
Yeah, exactly. He would have just
Yeah.
grubbed his fucking grub through it.
Yeah.
Fucking oath.
Okay.
That's where they send all the grubs. Mitchell Pearce was over there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't recall him for Origin this year, actually.
While doing Alfie.
The Blues, yeah. Because he done so much for him, you know.
Yeah, he did.
Now, look, I'd love to harp on about every game, but we can't do that. We will, however, talk a little bit about AFL and one of the biggest chokes of the season.
Oh, wasn't it?
The Brisbane Lions, were they at home? No, they were not. They were
No,
not at home.
they
It
were
was
at
in
the
Melbourne. They played the D's on Friday night, and they were up by as much. I'm going to get the exact number of what they were up by. It won't tell me. I think it was about 30 points in the fourth quarter. And the D's come back one by a point, kicked a goal with 30 seconds to go. That's got to be one of the best chokes of the season. I mean, they could not do a thing wrong. Danaher, so Joe Danaher, for those who don't know, he'll bomb one from 55 because that's just what he does. And then he'll get one from 30 in front and he'll spray it.
Yeah, right.
And he was kicking them from the fucking boundary. Like,
Yeah,
set
righto.
shots from the boundary were going
He's
through.
as
And I'm going, they
inconsistent.
cannot lose. He's kicking them from the boundary.
Yeah.
And then they played so well for 3.5 quarters, and then they just stopped.
If
And-
only AFL games went for 3.5 quarters,
Yeah.
they would have won.
So, massive from the D's. That
That
sort
that's
of,
kept them
that
in
like
top
throws
four,
the
eh?
top four. Because if the Lions had won that, the top four, the gap, between the top 3 and 4th would have been 12 points.
Well, yeah, Geelong would have been 2 points off top 4.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks ago, we went in the fucking 8.
Yeah.
So we are coming home. just
You
quietly.
are, unfortunately. The Hawks got a win, but we played North Melbourne, so it doesn't really count.
Battle of the shite.
And a really, really poor loss from the Crows this week, Tom.
It was.
Fucking
That was the saddest one I've heard yet.
It nearly didn't come out. Hang on.
They're getting sadder and sadder each week.
Well,
you-
fucking win, cunts.
Yous have dropped hard.
You were at home playing GWS, which is the way you've been playing is a very winnable game. Must winnable game if you want to play finals, in my opinion. But GWS have just been that real, not surprise packet, but a side that'll go and lose to your classic. Who does this in the league?
The fuck's GWS stand for?
Greater Western Sydney.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Feels
Who
like a
does it?
bottle of-
The Eels do this in the NRL all the time. They lose to sides they shouldn't, and then
Oh,
they
okay.
beat sides
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
So yeah, I feel like that's been them this year because they have pulled some fucking wins out.
Well, they're tied 6th. They're just sitting 9th because of
yeah,
percentage.
yeah.
And
So-
they were shocking at the start of the year, but they've starting to
resurrected
build.
it.
It
They've
is
done
fucking tight, man. From 6th to 9th, all in the
Yeah.
same points, and then 10th
The
and
same-
11th,
I
in the
think-
same. Like
I
it's
honestly
fucking
think-
13th to fucking even 5th with Geelong. It's only a 6-point difference.
yeah.
It is couple slip ups away.
I think St Kilda have really blown a massive opportunity here
Yeah, that
because they are
loss
sitting
is
6th, and I think
crucial.
they've lost 5 out of 6 now, and they're still 6th. Like, fucking
It's
hell.
a St Kilda thing to do.
Yeah.
Carlton got a fucking huge win.
Massive.
Like
Massive,
Port had
man.
players out, but a 50-point win against the top, the
Equal
most
top.
informed. Yeah,
Equal top. 14 in a row the Port were going for.
Yep,
And
most informed team in the comp.
what I said to a bloke at work, supports the Blues, I said, yous were due to beat a top side because you look at your list.
Yeah.
You've got fucking guns everywhere. And Port were going for 14 in a row, so they were due for a loss, so just pipe down.
Yeah, literally. I'd like to see Carlton just chip into that 8. Just get
Yeah,
the
you
fucking
want them to
monkey
get
off
in
their
there,
back.
eh? I don't. My biggest fear for Carlton is I don't want Voss to get sacked again because that'll be it. He won't.
Yeah.
They won't
I
give him
think he's
another
a good-
coaching role.
I don't know if it's just because I must have some soft spot for Vossi, but fuck.
I
I don't
definitely
think
do.
he's that bad of a coach, but he still is not he's not performing enough with his teams, and this is his best chance he's had yet with this fucking roster.
Oh,
at Carlton.
100%. I don't think any coach that gets sacked is a bad coach, though, in
Yeah.
any sport.
Well, Big Stewie.
Yeah, oh, poor old Stewie Jew.
Well, now he's picked up a job for Cricket Australia.
Yeah, he fucking just
How's that?
obviously doesn't take his position on the reserves of the RRLC that seriously. Cause
He
he's-
didn't come running to us saying,
No.
boys, I need some support right now. When fuck yous, I'm going to England.
How good's that, though?
That is-
Just rolled out. I wonder if they had that size ready to go.
Tell you
What
what,
is
he has
his
been
role?
supporting is fucking dog's eyes in this country.
Yeah, he has.
He
Shout
does
out to him.
He loves a good bakery. Who doesn't?
Fuck doing right.
We were actually talking about local bakery in town. I won't say where it is, but they used to run the Brickies Brekkie, they
Oi.
called it. And this is about as Reggie as it gets. But from where we're from, everyone starts work fucking early, 6 o'clock. You know, like we're a lot of tradesmen.
Industrial
A lot of
town.
tradespeople, industrial town. The Brickies Brekkie, the bakery had opened at whatever hour, and the Brickies Brekkie was a dog's eye and a can of Coke for $5.
Wow. That's
Sensational.
almost on par with the old whorehouse that used to run in. They used to do
Where
it-
was that, Tom?
I've no idea. This is before I was 18. But one of
right.
the old boys was telling me at the old whorehouse they used to run pie, Coke, and a blowy for $20.
Fuck off.
Which that's the Reggiest deal on earth.
That's wow.
Just telling you what I heard.
Just passing information on.
That's right. This is the Reggies. That's what I
$20.
reckon. It's a
So
Reggie
with
deal.
inflation, you probably cop that for about what?
150.
Yeah, $100
Probably
for a
100
pie, a Coke, and a pie. Like, I don't know what blowies are going for.
No,
at
neither.
At your local whorehouse.
I've never actually bought a blowy.
But
So,
I can't imagine they're $20 with a pie and a Coke.
nah, that's
Nah.
a fucking ripper deal. And I don't know what dog's eye we're talking. If that's a plain pie, and then you like inflation,
Cheese and
you're
bacon
talking,
might be
yeah.
a bit more expensive.
You're
Mushroom
talking-
peas.
Ned
Yeah.
Kelly is probably 23.
Yeah.
But like
Easily.
if you're talking Reggie down, that's a fucking ripper
That's
deal.
a fucking
oath.
ripping deal. Oh, that's great. I'm glad I mentioned the Brickies Brekkie now.
I didn't want you to shit on your yarn. It just,
Fucking that. Let that one go.
I don't even know where that yarn come from. I just know it come from fucking
Somewhere.
reliable source.
Yep. Come from the whorehouse in
Yeah.
town.
That's right, which no longer exists.
No.
I don't even remember one being here, but apparently it did.
Yeah.
It used to
Yeah,
be.
I've heard many times.
Well, to me, if you were going to start one, this town would be a good spot to start.
We're full of Reggies.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Imagine when the island was going on.
Oh,
Holy
bro.
fuck.
would have had to have
Wow.
fucking 6 tugger box freezers full of dog's eyes.
They would have needed a revolving door. On the
Yeah.
fucking thing.
And a
On the
solid
pie
jaw.
warmer.
Yeah. Oh. So much.
To eat pies.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, enough about the AFL.
Just before we move completely on from the rug bar, not the rugby, the rug bar, Lug, Bradman Best, I knew there was something about this bloke
This cunt.
Fuck.
and why he seems to really show up for Origin, and it's because he was shot out of a Queensland nutsack. That's why. It fucking explains it. I knew there was something. I was like, this cunt gets it. I can see his persona, what he's about. He fucking hates Queensland. I'm like, that's what I'm scared of, them finally getting it and putting these blokes in. But I understand why now.
Is that their way in? Was he shot into a Queensland hole?
We'll see. This is where I don't know. I'm not sure. So I don't know if it was Queensland load into Queensland hole, producing Queensland child born in New South Wales,
Yeah.
or if there was some contamination.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Surely
Did the
that's their
Queensland
way
hole
in.
get it?
Surely that's their way in.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
need
They
to
might
just
Yeah, they might
Yeah.
have to steal children or get. They might have to. No, they might have to get women to just live in New South Wales for like the last month of their
No, they-
pregnancies to
like-
be born there.
No, or they just go and ask, "Hi, you've lived in Sydney for 5 years. Where were you born?" And she says Queensland. Oh, you thinking about having your children anytime soon?
But they just go and find couples with good genes in Queensland and pay them to come and birth in New South Wales. You know, like full grub.
It's true.
Yeah,
They might
because
do it.
isn't Best's old man Best?
Here's a gun.
Yeah, and he still supports Queensland, doesn't he?
Oh, well, if he doesn't, I'm very off him.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
know, 'cause-
assuming so.
Well,
That'd be hard, eh?
Yeah.
Nana Best supports New South Wales because Bradman was talking about how
That's
she got
right.
into a blue at the bingo.
So mum
Yeah.
must have been New South Wales whole.
Yeah. Yep.
the whole, she gets it.
Yep.
The whole gets
He
it.
was still shot out of a Queensland sack.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why he gets it. That was my little.
No, that's 100%.
all I had.
I
for that.
agree with you, 100%.
Before he moved on.
just to make sure that New South Wales listeners don't think that he just gets it for no reason.
They
There's a
don't just think that he's
fucking-
just a New South Welshman that gets it. There's a reason.
We're just shitting on you, even though you're up here,
Yeah, that's right.
and that's what you get. Now, let's get into the Ashes.
Yes.
Yes.
What are we
Sounds
at? 7:29. Half an hour's time. First ball will be bowled.
Do we know who's batting, who's bowling?
Nah, not yet.
Fucking, can we please win a toss?
Oh, fuck me, please. Can we win a toss, Patrick? Now, that's going to start, 8 o'clock Eastern Time.
Can you do a live check, Gropes, on what is doing? Like,
Yeah,
I
well,
am looking, so...
Alright.
7:30, half an hour before is when they usually do the toss. And
Yeah,
announce
it
the
should be
teams.
coming up right now. So
We'll just check on that as we yarn.
But the news out of the Aussie camp is that we're going to play Green and Marsh, both the all-rounders.
Yeah.
We're not going to play Goggles, and we're only playing Quicks. No spinner.
Hazelwood's definitely back in.
Yep,
Paddy
that's
Cummins
right.
come out and said that Scotty Boland's out.
Yeah, so Hazelwood, Green in, and Boland and Goggles out. That's the report. So the teams aren't out. They do it at the toss, but that's what they reckon. So
Have we
I'd
seen
love
the
to know
pitch,
the
or-
pitch. I'd love to know
Well,
what's going on.
To do that, surely it's not offering fuck all
Yeah.
of a turning.
Or we bowled fucking Todd Murphy for 10 overs total in both innings.
Yeah.
That's not Todd Murphy's fault, though, is it?
No, but I'm saying if they're planning to do that again, then
yeah,
don't play him.
fully.
Play
I
another batsman.
I definitely get
Yeah.
that. But it's
So-
like, come on, cunt. If it's a spinner's wicket, give Goggles a go. You
Yeah,
need to
but-
fucking...
It mustn't have been. It obviously wasn't.
Yeah, that's
It was
right.
a seamless wicket. so
Exactly. They probably know more than me about...
they're probably going to...
Us blokes that sit in the couch.
I think... Oh, fucking give yourself a bit of credit, mate.
Okay. Well,
You
fuck
do
'em.
this.
I know more.
You do this for a living.
Put
right?
fucking goggles in. Oh, spin yarns, yeah. But I mean, like, when talking, I don't
It's been
select...
yarn, not balls.
I don't select cricket teams.
Yeah, true. We pay blokes
Although
to
we
do that.
did call the Marsh fucking and Green selections, except we thought it was for Warner's execution.
Yeah, no, don't do that. He's due. He is due.
Maybe-
He is Stewie.
Maybe
He's-
Tom called the 10 opening batsman and it's just a complete fucking
Oh,
Yeah.
ambush.
I think
Some people commented and thought we were like being dead serious. We're
When
like,
I listened
well, boys,
back-
that just wouldn't work, would it?
yeah, yes, mate.
Yeah,
but
well, it was a
it would to get a draw, though.
yeah.
No, I listened to it back, and when I say, "Oh, you wouldn't get him out," I was talking about if we played 10 batters, we couldn't get them out.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
would be a
like-
draw as well.
Yeah,
Bunch
Yeah.
of part-time spinners
Yeah.
and
I
Marnus
do-
bowling.
It'd be a
and
terrible,
medium-paced
rubbish
pies.
game, but I'm saying if we're being dirty boys,
Yeah.
we could get the fucking Ashes.
So obviously it's a joke, but we're going to get into it now because the reason you wouldn't do it, I'm saying we're going to get into this 10 batsman idea.
Oh, yeah.
The reason you wouldn't do it is because they still do bowl us out, right? When we play 8 batters.
Yeah.
They still have bowlers. We don't. So if they do happen to skittle us, then we are completely fucked.
Yeah, but it's
So-
a lot. It's a lot more likely for us to hold strong for a couple of days,
Yeah.
just playing defensive.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
just thought we'd elaborate there
yeah, that's right.
as to why they don't. But I'm hoping for Davey's sake that they rest Broady. Hopefully Stewart gets a rest.
Dude, it is going
he
to
just
be
terrorises him.
fucking nerve-wracking if they happen to win this one. Like, if it's going 2-2 into the last one, I don't want it to happen, but I almost sort of do just for the build-up.
The theatre of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it'd be cool, but
I'd rather
fuck 'em,
just
I
fucking
oh,
win
mate,
now.
I
Just
I
get
do
it done
too,
with.
but I mean, imagine the
If
fucking...
they do happen to come out and win this has got 2005 vibes about it. Like 2005 was different. There was 2 draws in that series, and the fact that England hadn't won the Ashes for 20 years.
Yeah.
But that series, anyone you listen to that played in it say they never played in a better series than that. It was just the whole, and this has got different feeling, but same. It could go there because they're playing. I don't think the quality of cricket is anywhere near as good as 05.
Nah.
But
definitely not.
the fact that we've had 3 games and they were so close, all 3 of them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we've had
sure.
3 results. Like
Yeah.
that's
That's
what the
awesome.
best thing is. We've had 3
If we're gonna
results.
have-
Dream.
If we're gonna
No
have,
draws.
If we're gonna have 5 fucking results in
5 results,
how
yeah,
sick
unreal.
would that be?
In
Yeah.
English
Or did
like
you
conditions.
just read any reports about Gary going out to bat and how they would everyone told him no,
Yeah.
except one, I can't remember, sorry, who said yes, but he was like, I'm fucking batting, and
Yeah.
his missus is like, why, you idiot, and he's like, no. I talked to
doing
talked to someone and they said you can't injure it more, and he's like, he had from his knee down strapped solid.
Bro, he was gone for the series.
Yeah,
He could not possibly, no matter what he did, he wasn't going to play again.
Is that-
And he went, fuck yous, I'm going.
like
in."
hearing that, what he actually did, that's why he's the GOAT.
He might,
That's a bloke that would
Like
die for
that.
the baggy green.
he might just, now that we know that story, should we just
Solidified his
lead
position.
straight into him getting captain of the week?
Oh, definitely. Now that we know,
Now that we know
fuck
that
yeah.
story.
now that we know that is there. That's definitely fucking happening.
Yeah.
And just to fucking do that, Captain of the Week brought to you by CTC. Go to thecountrycompanies.com for all the hats that he's already got designed, and countrytruckercaps.com to design your very own for your business, whatever like that. And the only other one I had there was Smithy winning the golf, but I mean Gary doing that, and
Yeah.
now we know the story.
Now we know
behind
the
it.
story.
The other thing with Country Trucker Caps too, guys, is at the moment, unfortunately, Knuckles, the Country Trucker Caps Instagram page has been hacked.
No good.
So 70-something thousand people, he uses that business page for a lot of his stuff. If you get messages from him at the moment, until told otherwise, it's not them. So
Yeah.
just
That's
giving
why
you-
we
letting
didn't
us know.
say jump on the Instagram.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the little promo there.
Exactly. So, but yeah. But yeah, hopefully the boys can get it done, eh?
Yeah, I'd love for it because 2019 when we were there, we had it done by the 4th test. It was 2-1 to us. No matter what happened in the 5th, we retained the Ashes. So we didn't win them because then England won the 5th test and it was 2-2.
Yep.
We retained the Ashes. Tom's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
A 2-2 draw.
A retaining of the series.
Yeah, not a winning. But I don't care at this point. If we draw this and it is 2-1, don't care. We can't possibly lose the Ashes.
Oh, when the Ashes is involved, it's a bit different. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck yes, as long as we keep
when
it.
it's Test cricket and there's always been that like
Yeah, yeah.
draws are
Yeah.
yeah.
I can cop that.
yeah.
It's 5 fucking days of sport. Like, as in,
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. But the, what was I going to say?
I don't know.
Don't know.
We
Oh,
can't read you, bro.
On
Don't
the
know what I
on the
was gonna
5 days of cricket, when I lived in Sweden, not so long ago, trying to tell my mates over there that you can have a game that goes for 5 days and still have a draw. A game they did not understand at all and didn't even bother trying to explain it to them. Is it like baseball? I said yes.
Just, yeah.
And to them, 5-day game and it can still be a draw. It's like, what could you possibly do for 5 days? And
Yeah.
like, it's fucking
It's a
funny,
game that
like-
if you don't watch from a very young age and surround the summertime with it
Yeah.
and have family that's like just forced you to watch it and you just love it, you cannot fucking explain it.
Nah.
Sure, Test cricket is for wives the most hated sport.
Yeah.
Like, as in, if you're talking blokes, missus's least favourite, it'd have to be Test cricket.
And they try and get involved and like, oh, who's winning? Like, it's
Day one,
it's
who's
day
winning?
one.
I hate that.
I just say, like, don't. Just
To my missus' credit, she does not even attempt to care about any of the sport
Yeah.
I'm interested in. She just goes, I fucking, hate sport. So, okay.
On you, Andy.
Doesn't mind the ice hockey, though. That is a fucking great sport to watch. She loves going to watch that.
Biffin.
That man Gropes into the fucking LA Kings, bought a jersey, snuck in, only 19, fucking
Got to be 21 over there.
yeah, went
Wow.
and found some Mexican stand out the back that was selling Budweisers.
Yeah,
that sold it
that
to us.
sold 'em to us.
So we got fucking sauced up, stink in the first fucking
Minute.
opening minute. Everyone else was pumped, but we were on our feet going, "Fucking hit the goal!"
Two Aussie boys.
Yeah, dude, there was these two nerdy-ish Yanks next to us, and he was just like, "Oh, fucking sitting next to two crazy Aussies."
Yeah. Like, smack the car.
And we
Yeah, it
were
was
like,
good.
oh.
Get
But what
a
about
dog.
the reason we had to fucking buy the jerseys? So we went to Staples. This was back when it was called the Staples Center, not bloody
Crypto.com.
Crypto.com.
I'll always
arena.
call it fucking
Anyway.
Staples.
We go there to watch the Cavaliers back when LeBron was still playing for them play the Lakers or the Clippers, whatever one it was. Don't know what it was. But we went and watched them on the basketball court and we were fucking sweating.
Yeah.
Like, it was hot. Took a jumper, didn't have it on the whole time. Shorts and a t-shirt, sweating. Go there, same arena the next night, but we forgot about the layer of ice that they'd put down for the hockey. Walked in, freezing. Fuck, we got to go buy a jumper now.
So just pick the most no-name fuck ever, so you got the cheapest jumper. Because
And it was still dear.
Yeah. But anyway, it's good.
Great.
That was a good
Great,
experience.
Gets into the ice hockey. That was a good
I
yarn.
think this is the most sports covered in one podcast
yeah,
on planet
fucking
Earth.
oath.
Very
Well,
broad
just to-
episode.
And it's not going to stop here.
Just to throw another one in, Barbary, our fucking great friend of the show, he sends me and my old man a fucking bet yesterday and goes, is this not the most Reggie bet of all time? And it was 6 legs. So I think he got perfect round in the footy, as many did.
Yeah.
And thought I'm on fire here. 6 legs, 6 darts players.
Wow.
And he's gone, obviously, each one to win. A 6-leg darts multi.
Wow.
Fucking
I think
hell.
he got burnt in the first leg. As
That's
you would.
even more
Good on him,
Reggie.
Fab.
Because
Crap.
who fucking knows with the darts? This
Oh,
Reggie
that's
could
right.
show up this day and this Reggie could show up
They're
the next
pegging
day.
little sticks at a board.
That's right.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah,
So
another
there's another
sport
one.
while we're going, UFC. There's a UFC, I think, free card in London this
Fight night.
weekend. Yeah, fight night. Meatball Molly, Tom Aspinall, in front of their UK crowd. I reckon it's going to go off. They'll be headlining the event. I'll be having a stab at this just personally. I reckon I'll Meatball by KO, TKO, and then Tom Aspinall just to win. I'd be throwing that together. I just feel like Meatball Molly is such a big money maker for the women's UFC, just with the hype, especially paired with Paddy. So I would be
Absolutely.
very surprised if they pair her with someone they don't expect her just to pound.
Oh, yeah.
Just for the whole build up of who she is and the next card with Paddy and shit.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking surely they've paired her with someone that matches her well to
Building
just knock out.
MMA in England.
Yeah.
Like Leon
Yeah,
Edwards
yeah,
is
yeah,
champ,
yeah.
but he doesn't have that charisma that Paddy and
Yeah,
Meatball
Meatball.
Molly do.
So- It's
Being
'cause they're
Scousers.
Scousers, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I reckon that'll be a good one, especially if you're not prepared to pay for it. That'll be a good free card to watch.
Oh, fucking oath.
Good one to sort of get into.
Yeah, and that going off the back of the Biffs, there was an influencer boxing fight that just happened with a couple of Sheilas, and afterwards, I showed the boys this footage before the thing. Afterwards, she has got her hoorangs out, and just showed
The big cans.
Yes, got the cans out, got the titties out.
They were not bad.
So yeah, look, I think we can all appreciate a good set when seen, and yeah, good set. But anyway, she's got them out. Good on her if you got them, flaunt them or whatever. Not going to say anything. But been a bit of hype around it on the internet. She has OnlyFans and shit, so obviously she's promoting her own
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
You know, but the whole crowd's like, woo! woo, and like I probably would have been
While
too.
they
don't
do
I? But what I'm trying to get at here is we're doing the influence of boxing. Here we are whenever this card's going to come.
Podcast Royale.
Yeah, that's right, the podcast Royale. Imagine if after I knock Klutzy out, I whip me fucking sword out and just start swinging it around in the breeze.
Swinging the
Just
chopper.
swinging it around.
Instead of getting cheered, I'd be tackled by 6 security guards, dragged out, and fucking banned to go fucking within 2K from school.
And you probably wouldn't be sitting on this couch ever
Never
again.
seen on social media again.
yeah, that's right. And I'm like, wait, like I said, good set. And
Yeah.
like, credit to her, but I'm like, would it be the same reaction?
The double standard.
If it was old mate flopping his hog around? I doubt it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
And we're not going to know.
No,
Because
unless
no one is going to be game enough to do that.
And look, after exercise, I wouldn't call mine a hog. Maybe a piglet. Little anteater.
Something's nearly done me there.
I think the closest we've got is Derek Lewis after the
Yeah.
fight.
My
Darius, mate,
balls.
tell us
Oh,
why you
yeah,
take your
takes
pants
his
off. My
pants
balls
off
was
there.
hot.
Yeah, so that, I don't know, that was a
Well, you
little
didn't get him
funny.
out, did he?
No.
That was a little funny
That's
thing
a
that I saw.
fucking great point you make there.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, I
the
just mean
double
like the whole
standard.
world's going to equality and all this shit. And there is
Which
people
we
saying,
fucking love, by the way.
100%. But people saying like there is Eddie Hearn and that saying this is why influencer boxing shit, like that we don't want that to be seen as the pro sport for women and that. And I'm like, fucking oath. But I still go, she really got out with it scot-free, like fuck all.
Yeah.
If someone's cock is swinging on pay-per-view, that bloke is getting pounded.
I
just
think,
love
like you
that.
said, is that she does OnlyFans, so she's used to getting her fucking jugs out.
Yeah, but that's not the
24/7.
point. We might be used to getting our hogs out.
I might have the smoothest, lengthiest, well-proportioned
What if
hog.
I have OnlyFans? Can I get me cock out on the fucking podcast Royale?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I highly doubt it.
Ask old Sheila who got her jugs out.
Tell you
Yeah.
what, I won't be knocking anyone out with me cock. That's for sure.
You hope not.
But yeah, I don't know. It was just an interesting point, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely a fucking
No,
significant
that's a
double
fucking
standard
great
there.
call. Fucking great call. Although whenever people yarn to me about, it's double standards and stuff, I say, yeah, but the chicks have had it tough for a while, so
They have.
we'll let them get away with
We'll let her get her jugs out this time.
But I'd rather see that than a cock.
Yeah.
I was merely pointing out the fact that it would
it. Oh,
not be the
100%.
same.
Yeah.
It would not. No way. Even if it was the exact same situation where you're just like, woo! Just
And it's
doing
not
the
like
helicopter.
And unlike what happened in that one, the whole front row wouldn't be going, woo! Oh, yeah. Actually, if it was Groper, who knows? Here's the fuck.
Oh, they'd be going, fucking, where is it?
What's he swinging?
a blokes boxing.
Goes like a sewing machine.
Fast as ass.
Yeah. Boys, just a quick one on how fucking useless us blokes are.
All right.
The missus has gone overseas for 7 weeks. She's gone back to Sweden.
Yep.
Couldn't be happier for her. She's gone to see the family. Fucking 100% loved it. But she has been like, she tells me stuff, and sometimes I go, I'm not a child. You don't need to reinforce that I need to brush my teeth.
Yeah.
Anyway, this happens. It's always funny. Get home, night one without her. Get home, drive past, and there's a few bins out on the side of the road, and I'm like, fuck me, it's Tuesday. The bins were due out this morning.
Oh, no.
Didn't put them out. Night one, she left Monday night, needed to put the bins out Monday night, didn't do it. Please come back immediately.
So now, were they full as well?
Oh, shit, yeah.
So
Was it recycling week?
It was recycling week.
Oh,
So are you?
no.
Are you going to do the stealth mission, like 3 houses down, just head up and empty half into theirs or something, or what?
I just
Oh,
swap
what,
them
going?
out.
Yeah.
Put rubbish in some cunt's bin?
Yeah.
Nah.
Or just complete
Yeah,
swap?
just easy.
Oh, this
fucking bang
cunt didn't
swap.
fucking change me bin.
Well, it's too late for that now. They would have all been taken in, but that's a fucking good option.
Well, or just start putting your shit in your neighbour's bin.
Yeah, take the rubbish out.
Nah, surely.
Straight
So, one thing I have also done is 2 nights in a row I have not cooked. So there might not be a lot of
You'll be
rubbish to
running
go
about-
in the bin.
What about 3 nights in a row?
You'll
It
be
will
running
be,
a-
yeah.
Nice, nice.
You'll have a
No, I'm
full
not
neck-
cooking after this.
No,
you'll have a
it'll be
full
late.
neck beard soon.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll come back and be a caveman,
Yeah.
parked up on the couch with
Hey,
empty
babe, how you
Zinger
going? You'll
boxes.
just go,
Yeah.
Oh, he sounds good.
yeah, just grunt.
Well, I told her I'm going to definitely get a cleaner round. Actually, any cleaners in town that want some work, a couple of hours work a week.
Who
hit us
wants to
up.
clean Groper's house?
No, because it's honestly, the house is all. I'm a clean bloke and everything's clean, but I'm not a real wiper of surfaces. And I cop that all the time.
So you need some
And I
wiping.
cop that. I say, yep, I don't. I hate wiping. Like, I don't think, and
Thought you smelled.
if I go, I've just done all the dishes.
Yeah, swiping.
I've just done all the
He just
dishes.
sprays. Use a bidet.
Apparently that's not done. You got to wipe everything, like all
yeah.
the fucking
The benches
surf-
and
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But I'm not a real. I do that, but the bathroom never gets fucking cleaned by me. So I told Wendy I'm going to get a cleaner, and she's like, "You are not." I'm like, "Well, I fucking am."
Right.
He is.
That's right. Well, he is.
Yeah. So yeah, give us a yell.
Yep. Good
There'll
stuff.
be fuck all to do. Just clean the bath, basically.
Yeah. Just wipe everything.
Yeah. Come over. Wipe
Wipe
top to
everything.
bottom.
Groper's
Including
fucking
his hole.
Yeah, keeps
Yeah.
the flies off me face.
Yeah. Let's put the footy tips in. Let's get off the fucking
Let's actually do it
wiping.
this week.
Righto.
Ah, right. Now, first, this isn't going to fucking work now.
Oh, what an absolute ripper of a
Wait.
game.
This could say it. Sorry.
Dragons versus Tigers.
For these fans, this is like a spoon game. This is
Definitely.
like this is the spoon off. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to win too many more.
No, that's right.
So this is like, if whoever wins this, we're out of the spoon.
I'm just
debate.
glad if I got to sacrifice a night to do something, it's Thursday.
Sacrifice a night to hang out with me family. It's Thursday.
Yeah, if I got to do...
If I'm sacrificing footy, it's Thursday.
Yeah, that's
It's for
right.
that game.
But anyway, I'm going the Red V to beat the Tigs
Yeah, so am I.
at Win Stadium.
We know a bloke who loves tipping the Tigs. He's got a smirk on his face.
Loves Dan's Tigs.
Yeah, I do. And I wish Brooksy was back this week because I'd probably tip him. But I'm going to go the Red V.
The Spooners.
Oh.
I can't believe I'm tipping the V.
Wow.
It
There
doesn't
you
feel
go.
right. Cummins loses fourth toss in a row.
For fuck's
Just quickly.
sake.
Oh my gosh. It's rigged.
Okay. Anyway, moving on to the next game.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, let me see what we're doing before I just
Have they got a coin that has two sides or fucking
Yeah.
what?
Is it just a double-headed
double-sided
coin?
coin. Harvey Dent
Off.
off bloody Batman. England are bowling, so we're batting. Fuck me. And we've picked 5 bowlers. Come on, David.
Yeah,
Come on.
David.
Hopefully, as people are listening to this, Davey's made 100 off 110 balls. He's out, obviously. The game day will be over.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, David.
Anyway, going to... Jace, did you...
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
on,
I'm
he's on
going
the
Red
V.
Vs. I'm on the Spooners.
So Friday at Mount Dumb Stadium, we have the Bros
Why is that one my
versus
favourite?
Canberra Raiders.
Yeah, I'm going Bros.
What are you doing, Tom?
I'm going the Bros.
They are fucking fire.
I
at
don't
the
think you
moment,
can't
man.
not tip him after last week against the Sharks, man.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Massive win. And I don't know, maybe I don't want to jinx it. Could the curse get? Is it gone? Maybe they're just doing so good at this
The
point.
curse isn't gone because they fucked my hole last
yeah,
week.
yeah.
well,
The
But
only
the Sharks,
one-
mate, the Sharks, they kept saying it on the coverage. The Sharks have had points put on them by decent sides all year.
they have won like fucking
They've beaten sides
fuck
by a
all
lot.
games against the top
Flat,
eight.
That's
are they,
right.
How
Are
many
they the
years?
new flat track bullies?
Flat track bullies,
I think
perhaps.
like what last 5 years they've won like 7 games against top 8
And
sides.
my coming off the bye, like they've just had to rest the Raiders. I'm thinking, righto, but that theory just got blown out of the water a couple of weeks back when the Tigers come off the bye and it was 74-0.
Yeah.
And the Dogs come off the bye and it was 66-0.
The buy
So,
theory is gone.
still don't know what I'm tipping. I'm going the Bros. That
Nice.
Mount Dumb.
Nice.
So all 3 of us.
Or Go Media Stadium, sorry. That's what it's called.
Right.
Mount Dumb sounds better.
Yeah.
8 o'clock, Sunny Coast Stadium. We got South Sydney versus the Bronx.
Now, the Bronx are paying $2.20.
Which I think is value.
What is going on there?
Because Trell's back.
I'm tipping
This
the
is
Bronx.
a week where
100%.
this is probably the most important ins, like in terms of teamless, I've seen in a fucking long time,
100%.
man.
Those
Especially this,
three?
yeah, especially this game.
Reverse name is back.
Say the three
Campbell
ends for the
Graham.
Bronx.
3 ins for the Bronx. Paddy's back,
So we got Carrigan,
but he
Haas,
wasn't injured.
Walsh.
Yeah, those three are huge. They're our 3 best players. Easily. And then Rabbitohs have got all their origin stars back and Latrell.
Yeah, massive. I think those 3
Fucking
ins for the
huge.
Broncos.
That's
just get
got to
it
be
done.
game of the round easily.
Oh, by a
yeah.
street. They're like 2 of the premiership contenders.
Do you know what
as
I
well.
love about that too? It is 8 o'clock on a Friday, like
Yep.
where cunts should
You're
be.
not
able
giving
to
that
just-
one up.
No, fuck no.
So, I'm a massive Broncos fan, as everybody knows, but I'm not going to shy away from the fact that we have been gifted a couple of games this year. This one is a Rabbitohs home game on the Sunshine Coast.
After we've already played them at Suncorp.
That's right. We've had a couple of games this year where it was a Dolphins home game. They played it at Suncorp. That one makes sense. We have Magic Round where we play Manly, and it's Manly's home game at
every
Suncorp
year.
every year. And I'm like, fucking hell,
We've copped it all the time. We're getting Friday night fixtures and playing at Suncorp so much, hey?
Because you just do.
Yeah, so that's
Well-
fair. Like those 3 that I just mentioned, that is
Is it
100%. It's like, do we play more away games to make up for that, or do we just get extra home games at the end of the day?
I have no idea.
Because to
I
me,
wanna
that's
know-
3 dead set extra home games. You play Manly would get compensated for that.
It's
But-
like you're an only child of the NRL, and you just get fucking.
We were the
sucked
only
off.
child of Queensland at one point.
Yeah.
We were, yeah.
I think why, obviously it's because of the World Cup. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's why Rabbitohs are playing Sunny Coast.
Yeah, but why is it Sunny Coast?
That's what I mean. Like, yeah, so no.
Why is it not in orange?
No Sydney
know?
Football Stadium. No Homebush. Why not? There's got to be some fucking ground in Sydney out of anything in New South Wales, man.
Combank?
Yeah. Anywhere that's probably getting used for the World Cup. Who knows?
Well, they play there on the weekend. so-
Yeah, true. There's got to be some ground they can use. If you know why they're playing at Sunny Coast, let us know.
Yeah, but it's not just that. It's the other 2 as well. Like the Dolphins one made sense because we sold Suncorp out. But and then the Manly one, obviously it's Magic Round. But
Yeah.
we're obviously still playing. We've got to be playing more home games than anyone. Well, technically, home games.
Yeah.
And I love it. Keep it going.
So do I, because it fucking works in our favour most of the time.
Yeah.
Who's going?
Bronx.
Yeah, Bronx.
I'm going Rabbits.
Well,
Just because it'd be
So I
awesome
can-
if you lost and I won.
Okay.
Saturday.
quietly.
I actually think the Broncos will win, but I'm just doing it.
no.
Well, good to know. Saturday, 3 o'clock, Titans versus Roosters. This is actually
Is there a bit of value here for the Titans?
130,000%.
I keep tipping these useless Bondi dogs and thinking that they will finally click together and show up. But how can they when they have Keary and Sandon Smith steering them?
I'm going to tip the Titans. I just think I would rather Titans lose and like Roosters win than me to fucking tip the Roosters again for them just to do shit.
Yep. I'm tipping the Titans as well because
So
I'm picking Davey Fafita to have a massive back end of the year. After he only played 20 minutes in that Origin 3 and then backed up. So he was hurt, but he wasn't
Didn't have
like
the best game against
majorly
Parra,
hurt. No, he didn't,
Yeah.
but I'm tipping him to have a huge back end of the
And
year.
I've said it before, and it wasn't so much at the start of the year, but if you're doing a multi with the Titans, chuck him in as at any time.
Yeah.
He's a fucking...
And Khan Pereira.
yeah.
Just quietly. That cunt
He's been going
loves
really well.
tries. Yeah.
He's actually equalled the club record for most tries in a season
Oh,
already.
nice.
So he's just got to get one more.
Who holds the record? The Don?
For
Big
Fafita.
Mead. What? Really?
What?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
What the
There you
fuck?
go.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been David Mead or Anthony Don or something.
Yeah.
The Don.
Wasn't he a fucking dead set Reggie?
Yeah.
His crack was always
Yeah,
out.
does he love playing with his
He's a
plumbers
Smith,
crack out?
actually.
Wait, are we just filling
Just
spots?
get them both in.
Yeah. So we got McDonald Jones Stadium, boys, 5:30 p.m. We got Melbourne versus Newcastle.
This is a way harder game than it looks. I'm going to go Melbourne.
Me too.
but
Yeah,
It fucking,
agreed.
yeah. The Knights weren't that impressive against the might of the West Tigers.
Yeah.
So
They're like it says here, 96% are tipping Melbourne, which is fair enough. But like the odds don't reflect.
the odds
that.
don't reflect that. No, $1.34 is probably, yeah.
But Knights within the $3 range is pretty fucking.
You just never know what Kalen is going to do. At the moment.
that's
He
right.
is fucking on fire.
Knights in general.
Yeah.
Then we got 7:35 at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. Cowboys versus Para.
Another cracker.
Yeah.
Cracking game.
Yeah, I'm pumped with those. That Broncos game and then this game, I'm really keen to watch those two.
And guess what? I am home alone.
Oh, yes. I thought you were going to say, I'm tipping Para.
There's no debating on what we're watching.
Yeah, nice. Good stuff.
Cabs. I'm going the Cabs.
Me too.
Yep, agreed.
Until they fuck up, I'm going to tip them.
Yeah, I think they're coming home fucking
very,
strong.
very
Para
good.
just
It's
scraped
good
a
to
win.
it's good to see as well. It was a bit disappointing at the start of the year seeing
Yeah.
the boys just not.
Yeah.
but
After
now that-
finishing second, it definitely.
Yeah, and now I'm just like, fuck yeah, it's good to see them really steamy.
It was just
They're
like-
almost doing a Roosters.
Geelong and the Cowboys, they're doing the
They
same
are.
thing, basically.
Yep. And it's against like important teams. They're not just winning
That's
games
right,
against
yeah.
shit heaps.
This is a real tough one, this next one.
Cleary returns. Yeah, Penrith versus Bulldogs at Bluebet Stadium.
Is it 100% on there?
No. So
not.
there's 2% of Bulldogs hardcore fans here
Yeah.
that have tipped the Dogs. I think the line is like 28, and I think that is value for Penrith.
28 is value.
Fucking hell.
I think
Holy
that's paying
fuck.
$1.98 for Penrith to win by over 28, and I think if they don't, they've shit the bed. They should pound Bulldogs.
I know. You got Yo, To'o,
Cleary's back.
Crichton, all the origin back in,
I-
and Cleary.
It should just be an absolute bloodbath. Like they should. I'll be putting a multi on there, 13 plus, and just fucking two or more everywhere.
Is the
This will be a fucking massacre.
is the string gonna be good?
Is the what?
Is the Cleary string gonna hold up?
Well, man, they'd be mad to fucking bring.
I know
them
they
back
won't.
against
Yeah.
these
I know, but it's a string. And
Yeah,
you
I
never
know.
know. You never know.
I think it definitely will be because if there was even a fucking sniff of doubt, they would not play him against the Dogs.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
and Cogger's
That's
been
true.
doing a decent enough
I
job.
more mean like you can do all the physical training.
Yeah, strings are
but
fucked.
but it is training.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
for
a
sure.
it's not a game.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
very
You
different.
can simulate the game, but it's not a game. So
Well, I think it is good, as in right now it is 100% healed. However, who fucking knows
Yeah.
if it's going to be a continuing problem.
I hope for the competition that it's good
Yeah.
because him playing is good for the comp.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather beat Penrith on fucking. You won't make the GF, but preliminary final. I'd rather beat yous with Cleary.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't
for
reckon
sure.
Penrith make the grand final?
Nah, fuck them. They can't do it 3 times in a row.
Wow.
They're not hungry enough, mate. They've already won 2.
They're only first.
Okay, 10 rounds ago, I would have said, nah, they're done. But now I'm looking at it going, fuck.
Yeah,
I
but
love that I don't actually have a red hot favourite that I think's going to win.
Yeah, neither.
I'm sort of.
Because the team like Rabbitohs sit like 7th at the moment because Latrell's been out. That's
Well, how's
everything.
the Bros,
Latrell.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warriors
Just-
as well.
Yeah,
They
it's
would
gonna
be.
great.
They'd be one of my. They'd be a team if they won. I'd genuinely be happy. If
Me
the
too.
Bros won the comp.
As long as
As long as
Broncos
we
don't-
weren't playing them in the grand
Yeah.
final.
If we lost the prelim and Warriors went on to win it, I'd be like, okay.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Out of all 16 other teams,
Yeah.
Warriors I'd be most happy for.
Yeah.
Last one here, boys. Sharks versus Manly.
Yeah, I'm going the Sharkies.
Yeah, me too. Flat track bullies after getting pumped in
Yeah.
against the Bros. I feel like they just steamroll
It's a great
a
call.
naturally aspirated Manly.
Great
Yep.
call, Tom. You've just nailed that. Flat track bullies. I'm going the Sharks as well.
Yep, and that's the tips.
Yep.
We actually got
put
them
'em
this
in.
week.
That's week. Yeah, that's right. Good stuff. Squeeze boys.
Yeah. We do it every week.
Fucking
do.
oath.
We've got a squeeze of the week this week. Brought to you by the Standard Squeeze. Now, these things are going off at the moment.
Fucking oath.
They've just brought out the double shot. boy. There's not this one, but that thing is going off as it should because that's how you drink a drink, isn't it?
Especially like I've said before, you're sitting around the fire, you have a big ass cup because you don't want to have to get up all the time. So you have a double shot for a big ass cup. It's already made for you. Squeeze the fucking thing and top it up. Happy days.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Absolutely.
They've got all sorts going on. They've got a 4-in-1 cup, which is that thing's fucking epic. They got all different sizes in the squeezes. That we've got just your standard one shot, 30 mil. You got your double, like we mentioned. We've got the big shot. That's a 100 mil chamber. There's a mini squeeze, so you can take that wherever you want. Not telling you to do anything illegal, but it does fucking get into places.
Yeah.
You can put it anywhere. Golf bag. You can put it in the undercarriage of your luggage. You can take it camping. You can take it boating. It's not going to break. It's not glass.
Great
It's-
for road trips
It's
too.
food grade plastic.
Yep.
So
Food
good.
grade
Getting
plastic.
towards the end of the season as well for all you athletes out there. And I know for a fact I just came off a bus trip away in Emerald Footy. Fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about
handy was
spilling
it?
or anything. Just squeeze that thing straight in your fucking cup and bang.
Beautiful.
Yep. Use the code Reggie15.
Use the code Reggie15. Jump on their socials. Give them some love. We've got the standardsqueeze.com. That's where you'll find it all.
Yep.
Who's the squeeze? Who's the squeeze? We fucking actually come up with this before, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Who?
Brisbane.
Brisbane
Yeah,
Lions.
that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
The Brisbane Lions.
After
Just the
that
whole-
absolute
the whole
choking.
team.
Oh.
We could go with just Chris Fagan or the captain of the side.
Or Mitch
but-
Moses just because, but
Just
we'll go
every
with
Yeah,
week, yeah.
but we'll go with Brisbane because that was just atrocious down
The
there.
Lions specifically, not the city of Brisbane.
No, sorry, yeah, the Lions. The Brisbane Lions
happy
AFL
with the
football
city.
team. Yeah. Nah, look, you've gone down to the MCG. There's a hoodoo around you's winning down there, specifically at that ground.
Yeah.
You go down there, you're up by 30, and you let it slip.
And you won that knockout final last year against the D's at the G.
And you wonder why there's a hoodoo. You wonder why there's a
They
fucking
couldn't win there for like
talking about it.
1,400 days.
Yep. Anyway, Brizzy Lions, just be better, please.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
don't be better this weekend, actually. Do
If you
not.
can find a more
Geelong.
diverse and included sports segment in a podcast, fucking send it.
Yeah,
through.
hit us
Oh,
up.
yeah.
We just pounded sport.
Hit us up because you won't.
Yeah, you won't.
So,
You just won't.
You just
yeah.
simply won't.
good luck. Righto, let's have a punt.
Fuck
Let-
yeah.
Let's have a punt because we are on. The boys are on.
We're on.
Fire.
We're on.
The all-in got up.
Yeah.
Shat him, by the way. Milford should have fucking won.
Oh.
And then
Fucking
I
hell.
know there were some people with some money on the nose of that. But he ran one of the easiest. If you were just on the place, it was one of the easiest watches
yeah.
of all time. We
Very
had
unlucky not to win.
very unlucky, but he'll bounce back. He just loves being a bridesmaid. That horse and running places.
He does.
Your Cowboys bet
Yep.
it happened as it should.
Yes.
They were away, so they were paying a little bit more, but they should have won because they're a better side.
Yeah,
And they did.
they did.
And then T. Stengel goes out,
How
kicks
good.
us goal straight up, first quarter. Righto, boys, we're on. And then it took him till the third, I think, to kick his
No, didn't
second.
he kick this? Because I thought he kicked the second one pretty early because that's when I stopped watching.
Nah, he kicked the first one
It took him
early.
a bit, yeah.
It took him a bit
Oh,
to kick the second.
I must have thought it was someone else. I thought, fuck yeah, and then just stopped watching. So
Yeah,
I-
Tom's messaging me going, what number does this cunt wear? Watching his first game of AFL on TV ever, I
Yeah.
reckon.
Getting around the all-in on you.
But we got around that. We got that home. And then the same game, or the Cowboys game, we got home the Punters Club, first bet of the Punters Club. So
Yeah.
we had the Newcastle 13 plus. That was the most
Oh.
non-stressful watch ever. No, that was quite stressful.
Our group chat was just getting hounded by me.
Tom
Just-
turned the TV off. He
Yeah.
reckons. I'm going to bed, and then they ended up getting up by over 13, so that was good.
Yeah.
And then the Cows. So we're in front in the Punters Club again. Another week of not having to deposit and just saving all the money.
And do you know
How
what else
good.
happened? We carried these old cunts.
Oh, we did do that.
That's
actually.
we've got a lip.
Did one
They
of the
absolutely pound us when
Yeah.
when we do
When they get
nothing.
one
so
win
it's
and we
only
get one
right
loss.
that we
Yeah.
say pick your fucking game up.
It's
boys."
another one of they've got one thing to do.
Oh, that's
Did you
right.
just hear how much sport we covered? The amount of jobs we've got to do in a week, and you've got one. Give us something.
Pick a fucking winner.
Yeah, fuck.
On the back of that, I will say Keto was fucking unlucky. He's got his big $20 roughie to place, and it placed, and then Legio 10 ran second.
Oh.
So he had the win into the place, multi, and he got the place and didn't get the win, and that's just fucking bit of bad luck, mate.
Is it good enough though?
No, it's not. It's not. It's fucking not.
That'll be good because the next time one of them wins, we'll.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what it's all about here at the Reggies.
And just my
bit of
luck, it's
banter.
my punters club this week.
That's
So
right. Oi, going off how many wins in a row off the punters?
everybody, so we went to a stage there where we didn't win a cent.
For like 5 weeks.
All four of us, and then one of us again, didn't win a cent. And now we've gone Barb's, into Jace, into Tom, where we've all at least got the 100 back and some more.
Yeah.
And now I'm under the pump.
And this is where, like, pressure creates diamonds.
That's right.
And you're the big G.
Oh,
and
fuck
and
off.
The chief.
everyone messages sucking you off, saying you're the greatest punter on earth.
You're the
And,
greatest man on
I
earth.
think this is where we see. Like, this is what it comes down to. This is what sport and punting is all about. This moment, it's like your grand final. Like, to complete the 4 in a row,
Listen to this fucking-
to complete the full Punters Club circuit, it is up to you.
Well, stay tuned because I'm not fucking around with the Punters Club bet this week.
We're going hard for the 4
It won't take long. Put it that way.
Yeah,
There'll
no.
be none of this 3-bet strategy rubbish.
Yeah, nice.
But we'll kick it off with the blue bet all in.
Yep.
The all in multi. We've bounced back. So there was a couple of weeks there where my horse that I selected got scratched. I think it
Yeah.
was 3 weeks in a row. So we were getting refunds, and then it was like, oh, well, did
Bit
we
messy,
really
eh?
lose? And it was a lot of mess. And then I just went, this thing's not getting scratched. Go the place, into the win, into a couple of goals, count your money, get in the queue.
Probably one of the best odds we've done
That
yet.
was a
too.
$6, I think.
So that
Yeah.
was nice.
That was
Yeah.
great.
That was nice.
So
Great win.
this week, I'll kick it off again. We're going to the races. And I am going to tip a horse that is running race 9 at Rose Hill on Saturday afternoon. So late in the day, we've got Rachel King on board. It's a
Nice.
Waterhouse and Bot trained runner. It's backing up from last week, sorry. Don't know if you watched it. It was easy win. One of the easiest wins you'll ever see. That's why it's backing up.
Yeah, right.
Goes up in grade. I just think he looks on the up
Yep.
and rates very highly here. So 1,100 metres, race 9, Rose Hill on Saturday afternoon. Number 8, Omni Man. Just gets it done. He's never run a place, but he's had 6 wins.
Yeah, okay.
So he fucking wins or he loses.
Yep.
I'm going to go the place, boys.
Yeah, righto.
Which sounds dumb now that I've said that.
Yeah, you back it up with go on the place.
yeah, but,
No,
if,
but
he,
he'll
but
win.
if he wins,
He'll
then
win.
if he
Yeah.
wins, then you still
How much
win.
is the place?
We're only
paying?
getting $1.40, so there's none of this $2.20 a place like I
Yeah.
provided last week.
That's all right.
Getting $1.40, but I just think it's it's one of those ones where I'm very confident that it'll place.
Yeah, nice.
Nice, love
Great
it.
stuff.
Moving.
Now, my leg. I'm taking a massive gamble this week, not odds-wise, but just about what happens in this show-wise, because it's time for me to try and make peace with the bros.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Boys, I got to do it.
Wow.
I fucking love what they're doing. SJ, what he's doing.
So you're tipping them obviously because you've tipped them in the tips.
Yeah.
So
I am going the bros against the milk in New Zealand. I was even going to think about putting Dallin in as an anytime because I think that's a given if the bros go well, but
They
I'm
win,
not.
he scores.
I'm literally just going Warriors to beat the milk, paying $1.41. And I feel like if this comes off, if they win, me and the bros are at peace. Because I want to cheer them. Like, I would love, if Penrith don't win the comp, I'd love to see the bros win the comp. And
Yeah,
I'm
we
like,
did just
at the
mention that.
moment, there's just been this thing where it's me versus the bros, and I don't want it. They just keep fucking rooting me. So
You'd rather it be Manly or something.
I'm going all in.
I believe that's Friday night
Yeah.
that they play. So don't worry about Omni Man because the all in will be fucked.
Have some faith on the bros. Come on. Come on, there's me chance. If it,
All
and
right,
look,
all right,
if it
all right,
happens,
all right,
I think
all right.
everyone can know to go against me from now onwards. But this is what I'm going to do. I might even burn some sage.
Give him a chance.
Might even burn some sage.
We've got
Let's
a
go.
bit of witchcraft. Or charge me crystals up or something.
Righto. Well, off the back of that, I'm going to the NRL this week, steering clear of the AFL.
Oh, wow! we
Mojo.
go.
Yeah. Well,
Mojo
Tommy's going
changed.
against Juju, and I am too.
Okay, well, we'll see.
going-
Winning has done weird things to us.
Yes, it
Oh.
has. I'm going Isaac Tago, anytime try scorer.
Oh,
He's been ripping and tearing.
but he just scored 2.
Mate, he's going to back it up.
Hey, they are playing the Dogs.
They are.
Oh, actually, did you go 3+?
Yeah.
What's
I could've.
that actually? What's that paying, bro?
I haven't checked. All I've checked is a singular try.
Is that $1.02?
No, what's the singular try?
Yeah,
paying?
yeah,
That's
what's-
what he was asking.
Oh,
yeah.
well, if you just listen, I'll
yeah,
get
well,
to it.
Sorry.
fuck up, Tom.
Sorry.
He's been ripping and tearing for Penrith lately, as we know.
Yeah.
Absolutely destroyed the Finns last week, and I think that form's going to continue. I don't think it's going to die down because, like we said, they are playing the Dogs. Depleted, fucked, shit, whatever you want to say. Cleary's back, and he's going to be setting him up for an easy try. But even if he can't, he'll just create something.
Yep.
He will absolutely bulldoze that fucking edge. The try, just one, is paying $1.66.
Just one try.
Yep.
Okay.
I could
Okay.
go 2 or more, but it is the all-in multi.
Woo, woo.
And we've got decent odds. So we're going $1.66 with our betting partner, Bluebet.
Yep.
Yep.
No, that's good. I like that. I'm just going to get you
That
some
is good.
terrific odds.
That is good because what do dogs produce? Dog shit.
Yep.
We're getting
That's
three.
That's a fact.
We're getting $3.06. If you're boosting it, you're getting $3.20. It's not $6, but it's not a kick in the nuts.
No,
No,
you know?
you triple your money
That's
and
right.
more.
that's right. No, I think that's good, boys. I like it.
Fucking
Speaking of tripling money, I got the punters club this week. We're just going to do that before we do the old boys.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
barbs.
Let's get straight into it.
I can't hold it.
There's so much pressure on this bet.
Oh, you have just pumped that up.
What do you mean? You're about to complete the full round.
The 4-peat.
So much goes into a full round of Punters Club.
Yeah, man.
And it's up to you and you alone at the top of the mountain to produce a win for us.
You definitely do talk shit for a living. That's fucking one thing for sure there. Now look, I had 2. I don't even want to mention the other one. That I
Can
had
you
2.
behind the scenes so I can put it on?
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't even want to watch the second one go
Oh.
around. And thankfully, the second one goes after the first
Oh,
one.
yes,
So I've come up with, we're going Caulfield race 7. If you haven't already worked it out, I'm going 100 the snoz on something here. There's no fucking 3-bet strategy, 2-bet strategy, 100 the nose. We're all in. Number 2, race 7 Caulfield. Number 2, Charlton Lane. It's only had 3 starts. It's 1-2. Come second in the other. Mar and Eustace trained. Jason Collett on board. Very, very exciting prospect, I think. Who's, I think he's going to do good things, this horse. And his last start, the last 600 metres, fucking fastest 600 of the meet, I'm pretty sure they said. Any race on that day, it was the fastest last 600. He goes from 1,300 to 1,500.
Oh.
I've fucked that up. It's not that's just prompted me. It's race 7 Rose Hill, not race 7 Caulfield. So don't go looking for fucking number 2 at Caulfield in race 7. It's race 7 Rose Hill. Number 2 Charlton Lane, 100 on the nose, paying $3. We're going to triple our money. Let's
wow.
go.
Big G goes big.
Yeah.
On the nose, paying 3.
That's our first ton on the nose.
I will be up and about for that. What a way to bring home the
Listen
Reggie's
to this.
quaddie.
Imagine.
Oh,
the
imagine it.
Reggie's quaddie,
Imagine
please.
just watching it steam in and just
200
carry on.
Just straight into the bank. 100
We'll
can
have
stay
to
there in the
fucking
account.
widen
That's
the door
right.
frame for Big G to enter the room if
Yeah.
that comes
To
up
ho-
next week.
To walk in with his big plums.
Oh, yeah, I tell you what. These big plums. Oi, and if it doesn't, then we might have to swap seats. Nah, fuck that. We will not be doing that.
Nah. Who's running this show?
So that's the Blue Bet Punters Club this week.
Love
nice
it.
and short
I
and sharp.
fucking love
100
that.
to
Yeah.
Snoz. Number 2, race 7, Rose Hill, Charlton Lane.
Yeah.
Let's go. Jason Collett, don't let me down. Maren Eustace, I want a killer trainer performance.
It's not just us two riding you. It's like the whole community.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
just on your back here.
Everyone will be getting on it too. They'll have their own money on it as
Yeah,
well, not just
well,
Punters
hopefully.
Club money.
Well, like I keep saying, I won't say it again, but you know the slogan. The more ya, the more ya.
You
Righto.
decipher that yourself.
Let's go. Blue Bet Old Boys. Come on, what do you got?
Come on,
Keats?
boys.
Come on, Keats. Let's wrap
Keats.
this up.
Reginald, welcome back this week to Keto's Collectors Old Boys Blue Bet segment. Straight into it this week, guys. Rose Hill, Race 8, number 11, Brooks Fire, The Place. Currently $4.20 on Blue Bet. We're going to all up this. Caulfield, Race 9, number 11, Scanton. I'm seeing $4 right now on Blue Bet. So if we multi them up, put a little boost on, you get $19. 2-leg multi, place the place. Guys, there's 2 hot jockeys to follow on Saturday in Melbourne, right? Celine Gaudry. Yes, Elias Dion. Celine Dion. I don't know what Celine looks like, but I can guarantee you she's probably fucking 2 foot smaller than Dion. And Billy Egan. Watch Billy Egan. He's starting to come to these 4 guys. No one's understood how good this rider is. Anyway, happy punting. No fishing for Keto tomorrow. He's working. See you guys.
On you, Keita.
He loves Billy Egan.
Yeah.
Always has.
Loves a multi too on the horses.
He does.
Yeah. Place into...
place.
Yeah.
Love it. $19.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get
Let's
on
go.
that.
Let's fucking go.
Come on, Keats.
Good on you.
Look, good to see he hasn't gone, like, nice and easy after his...
Yeah, no. Had a
Last
last
week.
fucking.
I think this will be the last week of nice calls too. After that little
yeah.
spray that we've given.
That's
We're
the
gonna get
good thing. You got a
fucked.
week to let it simmer.
Yeah, that's right.
And they can't just spray us immediately because they've already sent it in.
Especially
6 days to
when
think
all of
about
our
it.
bets win this week.
Yeah, fucking oath.
All right.
Right.
Pedro.
Pedro.
G'day, Reggie's. Time for Pedro's picks. First up, I just want to say about last week, talking about wearing the baggy reds at the Gabba for day one. I didn't realise it was Australia Day, which is a long time away. But that's all good. That just means we've got plenty of time for planning and prepping. There's plenty of comments. A lot of people seem keen.
Fuck yeah.
So let's keep talking about that, see what happens. This week, lads, I'm sticking with the Broncos. Friday night, they're playing the Rabbitohs down in Sydney.
No, they're not.
It's I think it's going to be an absolute cracker. Always is. Rabbitohs seem to have it over the Broncos, but I'm going to jump on this. Broncos 1-12. Alex Johnson anytime, and Reece Walsh anytime. It's I think it's paying about, thanks to Blue Bet, about $12 or $13. Jump on that, lads. Reece Walsh is going to come out like a cat on a hot plate. He's going to be absolutely pumped, and Johnson, he's he's always good for a try.
Yeah.
So Broncos 1-12, Alex Johnson and Reece Walsh. And go the Aussies in the 4th test. Cheers, boys. Stay safe.
Oh, yes. What is the score?
Oi, before we talk about Pedro's bet, the baggy reg at that game is getting legs. Like, that has to happen.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
We
I
need to
feel
make-
like we've announced it now.
Yeah, we
That's
need
that.
to make that happen. That's like the
Yeah.
first event that we can all go to together.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think we'll just stay away from Groper's Bucks.
Yeah.
Happening
Yeah.
You've said, fuck that for me. That was
Yeah.
going to be bucks. Yeah. So, and we'll just try and get it a Reggie's thing because that'll be
Oh,
prime.
for sure. Oi, even though I tipped the Rabbitohs, if the Broncos win, I think that is a fucking great bet.
Oh, listen to it. Just fucking covering all bases over
No, no, I'm just saying if the Broncos happen to win, that bet would be fucking good because they wouldn't win by 13 plus against the Rabbits. And Johnson, I reckon, will score. Reece Walsh coming off suspension, wanting to kick ass. I just think it's a smart bet.
They're going to win by 20
Oh, righto.
at the sunny coast. Fucking hell. Anyway, if my horse doesn't win, then there was another 8 in there that I thought could have.
Fucking, you're the king of covering Dot for next week. You just focus on not fucking everything for all the rest of us.
These guys going at it.
Anyway, we've got him. Good.
Got me.
Come on, Rocket.
Boys, punters, Rockets, Roughies, raring to go. We're off to Rose Hill on Saturday, race 5, horse 7, Kavara. He's a 4-year-old brown gelding. He's won and placed on soft before. Going for a hat-trick. Look for him late. Zach Lloyd on board. Paying $5.50 for a win, about $2 for a place. Jump on in. Also, just a quick one, tomorrow at Rocky, got a mate racing a horse there. Race 8, horse 11, Sweet Fantasy. See how you go.
Yes. Nice.
Cheers, Jack.
No, that's good. Is that a listeners only, that one?
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a little
That's a
exclusive.
listeners only.
one.
Exclusive.
That's-
It's for whoever is fucking listening when it first comes out. Because
And that's
if
what you get.
Yeah, that's right. You get the bonus if you
And you
listen
deserve
straight
that.
up. Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially after if you're still listening. Because it's a decent episode, this one.
Yeah, 100%.
Fuck yeah.
They all have been lately.
Yeah, they have. They're
But
fucking-
hey, like you said, name us another one who's fucking covering as much as we do.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're covering horses.
Right, we got one bloke left. He is keen to also provide us with something.
Yep.
He lifted for the Punters Club a couple of weeks ago. No good last week, but he'll address that for us. Barbary, come on, give us your best.
Reggie!
Woo.
Boys, he's all down last week. Ancient Girl never run the mile. Noel Hale, Manhattan went super. We got Swoop late. 7 out of 7 for Barbs on the footy tips this week. I picked him and thought I should really just have a 7-leg multi with all these because I'm odds on to get 7 out of 7. But did I? Nope. What a fuckwit. That's how good a punter I am. I thought the way the footy is, how I could. Like I said a few weeks ago, you're going to have a footy bet, you need a dead set crystal ball. Anyway, no point crying over what might have been. After the year, I'm going back to footy tip and it's getting the Shaminda Vast next year.
Oh,
4th test starts tonight and come on Aussie 4-prong pace attack. Poor Goggles Murphy's been left out. Don't know if that's good or bad, but all Barbs needs is the Aussies to retain the ash. They're going to win a bottle of Select That sugarcane champagne from some pommy bastard down the pub that I've got a fucking bet with. Boys, this week, my best bet comes up in race 6 at Doomben, number 7. I'm sure Gropes has made a few of these in his time overseas when he met the lovely Wendy as a bartender. Vodka martini. On the quick backup last week, this Kelly Sweeter trained son of Agitate. He'll be ready to fire under gun apprentice CJ Graham claiming 3. You're going to get him with 52.5 kilos, drawn to get a gun run in barrier 3. Fuck, he'll take some beating, lads. 270 at the time of recording with Bluebet. My best value comes up early in the day, boys. Doomben, race 1, number 1, Crimson Warning. This daughter of DEFCON has trialled brilliantly well for trainer Nick Beck, who's played a massive part in Safrado's career until a little while ago, since he's gone out on his own now, and he won a race with this filly last prep in town. He's one of his best mates in the world. I know how well this filly's trialled, and he'll have a fucking prime first up. The trial was, like I said, enormous, and at the juicy odds of $16 and $3.80 with Bluebet at the time of recording, I think she'll give you a massive run for your money. From barrier 4, under the Reggies jockey, Mark Duplessis, 2 plus 3, 5. Just for a flash and late, lads, she's going to be a massive, massive chance in this race on Saturday. It's not the strongest 2-year-old race you've ever seen. And look for her, follow her, keep on following her. She's going to be a nice horse moving forward. Barb's best bet this week, Reggie's Doomben, race 6, number 7, Vodka Martini, $2.70. My best value, race 1, number 1, Crimson Warning, $16 and $3.80. Keep it stiff, lads. Happy punny.
that would have taken him everything he's got to tip that. I think that thing might run fucking super because if I know anything about people that train horses is that they hate tipping their own shit.
Yeah.
So for him to go and tip his best mate's fucking horse and give it that, I don't want to pump it up anymore, but That would have taken him a lot, so I reckon this thing is going to run well.
Yeah.
Well,
fucking
that's the
hope
sort
so.
of inside info that we're giving you here at the Reggies.
Ah,
Are you
this.
hearing from a fucking horse trainer's best mate's fucking horse? No, you're not. You're hearing Gator lipping up on the fucking
Yeah, Gator.
TV.
Gator, who has to tip a winner in every fucking race, by the way.
Yeah, that's exactly
The
right.
poor cunt. That's what you're getting. Jump on them. We'll post them up on Friday as usual. We might actually, because your all-in is on Friday night,
Yep.
so we'll have to post that up Friday, but we'll also do the tips Friday as
Yeah.
well.
You get
Yeah.
fucking swarmed.
You'll
Friday.
get it all. Thanks for hanging around with us again. We covered a fuckload there, so we hope you enjoyed it. We're 1 for 16. Warner is still in. Osman's out. That's not
No.
good. Because Warner will be due.
Yeah. Osman's our solid man.
Let me just check something, actually. Is S. Broad playing?
I think he will.
Yes,
be.
he is.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, and Jimmy's playing, and Mark Ward. That's probably the best side they've fielded, to
Who
be
got
honest.
the wicket?
I don't know. I didn't even look. But Marnus is in, and he is due. Fuck, he is
Fuck,
due.
yeah,
So
he
is
has
Warner.
been.
They're both due. Come on, Aussie.
Come on.
See you next week.
Hooroo.